Backyard. You're watching Central Valley Today.
Dealing with personal mental health can be exhausting and frustrating, but it's so important to get help or get connected to a community where you can start the conversation. Our next guest is the author of Hiding Behind the Mask, Giulio Veglio, joining me right now. Giulio, I want to talk about your book. Why did you write it, and what message did you want to convey to people?
Well, that's a great question. The reason I wanted to write that was to express that you're not alone. I am with you as well. In today's world, especially after COVID, we've seen a really high uptick in mental health in a lot of people. And I wanted to share my story and let people know that it's okay to share your story and to ask for help, because we can all use some.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that could be the intimidating thing. If somebody needs help, they might be shy to share that. So they've got to have a community where they know it's cool and I can be open, I can talk, because that is critical in moving forward.
You look at so many people, for instance, take Robin Williams. What a happy-go-lucky guy. Who knew that he hid behind so many masks and that someday we were going to hear he took his life? And that's how so many people are. And I grew up that way too. I hid behind different masks where people would never know what I was truly going through. But when you talk about it and you seek help, there's a lot of ways of taking off those masks and being able to be who you are and live that quality life.
So you've got the book, you've got a podcast though, that's right? And so I wanted to kind of dive into that a little bit too. When you have your podcast, what are you doing? Are you talking to guests who are experts who have advice? Or do you talk to people that are actually going through the same struggles y'all are going through?
Well, I have a variety of people who do come on in a variety of different topics that come on. So it's like a late night talk show, let's say. We have fun, we have serious conversations, but yes, we bring on experts in many fields, and we like to talk about things, especially as mental health. It could be finances, it could be multiple subjects. But yes, it's important to hear other people's advice and coaching and ways to live, like I said, a great quality of life, without having to suffer, even though we're going to battle our demons.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess the big thing is to know that you're not battling alone. That's the big thing, and finding that community where you can be open, but also, as you mentioned, to hear from the experts, because you got to find a path out.
Yeah, it's always a good thing to seek expert help. I mean, in a podcast, you get a little bit of something, at least to guide you to that right coach or that right psychologist or psychiatrist, someone who can sit down with you and say, hey, it's not you, and hey, it's okay to feel this way, but here's what we're going to work on so that you can feel so much better and forgive yourself so that you can move on and be a lot happier. And it's helped a lot by even just writing the book, by journaling the past and what led to the post-traumatic stress and the depression and the bipolar. It's not something you wake up with. It starts early on in life. And when you realize where it really came from and why, you start to address it a little differently and a lot better than beating yourself up about it.
Right, actually digging down to the root of it. I'll put you on the spot just a little bit here. I wanted to ask, you mentioned a variety of different things that you hear about. Is there a kind of a common one, or one that you hear more often than the others?
Such as...
there's anxiety, there's depression, there's the PTSD, as you mentioned. Is there anything that's really popping out right now that say, the one I really hear a lot about is, and maybe not, maybe you hear a pretty even, spectrum?
No, it's a pretty across the board subjects, but post-traumatic stress is something a lot of people are suffering from, and you see a lot more of that coming out. And because people used to think it was just the veterans who, were out at war, who suffered from post-traumatic stress. But, there's a lot of things, such as me, for instance, going through a coma, remembering every dream that I've had in that month in that coma of not only being involved in some traumatic scenes, but also being a spectator at the same time, that at one point, and until this day, I battle going to sleep because I'm afraid of those dreams coming back.
Well, thank you for sharing a little bit about your story and also the book. If people need more information or want to get connected in the community, where do they go?
They can contact me at giulioveglio.com, and I would love to speak with them. They could also connect with the book and called Hiding Behind the Mask, and get some insights of what they can do. And there's also contact numbers in there as well in that book, and organizations that can help you, and they're free.
Right.
That's the great thing. There's people out there willing to help.
Yeah, absolutely. Giulio, thank you for coming by. Again, it's just the start, but people know there's a place to go. We appreciate your time today. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me on today.
Yeah.